first person who will ask a question is Raisa Robles, South China Hong Kong Post.
Good morning, Mr. Secretary.
Good morning, po.
Well, we've heard reports that after you started your anti-graft program inside the department, that the number of bidders have drastically gone down. It seems they do not want to bid under your conditions. Would you confirm that report, and could you give us an update on the bidding? How is the bidding going on with your projects?
We don't feel that, no, that there's been a reduction. In fact, I have been meeting with the Philippine Contractors Association, and I continue to encourage them to participate in our biddings, no. So I don't feel that there is a reduction. Maybe yung mga sumasahod lang, no, yung tinatawag lang sahod. In other words, yung participate lang ng participate, wala namang kabalak-balak manalo because they get a certain percentage of the winning bid. I'm very happy if those are the ones that have shied away from our bidding because they have no longer any business doing what they used to do. No, I know of contractors who survive making 2 million a month just allowing their licenses to be used, or just participating in biddings without any intention of winning. Meron kaming 3-strike policy, no? Kung sumasali ka lang ng sumasali dyan at wala ka namang kabalak-balak manalo, we will count you on 3 strikes. No?
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, the GDP numbers have come out, and it seems that your department is being blamed for the lower GDP periods because of lower expenditures in public works.
Right.
So I'd like you to comment on that, and also, are there any Chinese companies that have during the Aquino's trip to Beijing, are there any Chinese companies who have shown interest in bidding for any of the big projects?
Okay. As far as the underspending, okay, admittedly, we may be about a quarter behind, no, in terms of implementation, because we had to go through strict discipline in terms of requiring every expenditure of government with a corresponding program of work. No? In the past, hingi ka ng 10 million, kahit anong isubmit mo, okay na yan. No? But now, I have strictly required the program of work. Dati-dati, there's a budget for 10 million on this road section, ililipat sa ibang lugar, the same 10 million, the same program of work will still be submitted. Sabi ko, how can that program of work be the same for the same amount? No? Ililagay nyo sa ibang lugar, the terrain there might be different, the road condition there might be different. So how can the same program of work apply for the new project? So I had to instill that discipline. That's part of the anti-corruption. We want to do the right projects at the right cost and the right quality. Okay? So admittedly, may time delay in terms of enforcement. Now, my question to the economist, my question to you. I am given 100 million budget for a particular project. Because of the efficiencies, competitive bidding, I am able to do the same infrastructure project with the same number of employed people for 70 million. Okay? Now, the economists will measure underspending because I did not spend 100 million. Okay? There is no quality in the spending of the metrics that they use. They will refer to 100 million and they will say, I am underspending. But as I said, I did the same project, exactly the same length, with the same number of employees for 70 million. I am saving the government 30 million. Now, tell me, is that not development? Okay. Now, I'm being blamed for underspending. Right now, I am underspending because of competitive bidding, 3.5 million as we speak. Okay? Now, that 3.5 million can now go for additional projects. But there's going to be a time delay, no, on the spending of the 3.5 billion savings. Now, on a quarter-on-quarter, sasabihin ng ekonomista, underspending yung DPWH dahil nakapag-save siya ng 3.5 billion of government funds. My answer, I was able to do the same amount of project, the same number of projects for much lesser amount. Now, is that good policy or is that wrong economics that they are referring to? Let us look at the quality of the spending. If in the past they spent 100 million, it's because maybe 30%, 40% went to pockets. I have reduced 30%. I am saving now from competitive bidding easily 10%. I've slashed the cost estimates by another 10%. And if we go to competitive bidding, we will save a substantial amount of government resources. The economists will not look at the quality of the spending. They will look only at the aggregates. No? Now, on the China issue, on the China bidders, we went there and presented three foreign-assisted projects where Chinese contractors can participate. We have several projects under JICA loan. We have also projects coming from the World Bank and from the ADB. This is going to be open for international competitive bidding. These are major road projects costing almost total of about 500 million US dollars. Now, in the past, we bidded out, immediate past, we bidded out 5 World Bank projects, and 4 of these projects went to Chinese international contractors. Okay? So there is a very good opportunity, and that's why we have been inviting international contractors from China to participate in the bidding. Okay?